I am not having a wrap before you start. I am having myself some chicken bits. Alright, so that's what I'm having. Because I looked at the wrap and thinking, ugh. I looked at the Big Mac thinking, oh, I'd love a Big Mac. But I haven't, no. I don't know why I don't, to be honest with you, but it's the bread thing that does me. Even though I can have pizza bread, I mean, that's not a bother. I don't get that. No. Afternoon, by the way, yes, I know it's in the afternoon. I was going to do a video this morning. As a matter of fact, I tried twice, but it just didn't come out how I wanted it to come out, so I'll give up in the end. I'm not really that hungry, but I've been feeling a bit nasty, so I thought I'd better have some food. And the reason why I didn't do a video yesterday, my little vlog that you lot like to listen to me waffle about crap, is because time got away from me and I ended up having to take a guy out for a bit of a driving assessment. He was a foreign lad. That's nice of it. Older than me, and he'd only been driving for about 12 months on the old class 1. He was alright. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, he's you know, it's just one of them, mate, you know. What do you do? He didn't break anything, so at least that's something. Man, am I hungry. And I just said I wasn't, but for some unknown reason this is really making me hungry. How bizarre is that? Most of the day though, so far, I've had a severe pain right at the back of my eye again. It's doing my head in. Like last night I was sort of like up to there with it, so I decided to take myself some painkillers. Once they'd kicked in, it was as if I'd been given a new lease in life. It was brilliant. I haven't brought any with me, mind you, because I try not to do it as often as you know, some people like to pop them every fucking 5 minutes, you know, but no. If I can help it, I will try and steer clear of the pain meds as long as I can last, you know what I mean? I'm making you feel hungry. All I did was come back from, well, I'd gone off over to uni, grabbed a trailer and then brought it back here, and then I took the guy out. He then drove up to Lichfield. We were supposed to then just come back, but then they changed. They said, now we need you up to Derby. So we went off up to Derby, swapped trailers there, back down to Lichfield, swapped trailers there. Then on the way out of Lichfield he says, what's he like, yes or no? And I said, yeah. Like I said, he's alright. He's not brilliant, but he's not bad. Got a lot of bad habits because he's an old driver. He's been driving for donkey's years. He just so happens he's passed his class 1 last year, but he's been doing 10, you know, class 2 work for donkeys. And I said, but other than that, he's fine. I mean, he didn't have any issues reversing, because obviously 12 months down the road you shouldn't really have any reversing issues at all, should you? You know what I mean? But what else? So then he says, well, in that case, and he says, when you get back, he says, you can go home and he can carry on for a couple. And I'm like, I'll buy that for $1. Oh yes, baby. So then I went down and just sat and watched a bit of telly and YouTube, and then decided that's it, enough's enough, and had myself a pain free. But when I was doing that though, after I took myself some painkillers, once it kicked in, like I say, a new lease of life. I'm then I've got ideas. I'm thinking of something. I'm tatting with this. I'm tatting with that, and I'm up and down. And what? I took 3,500 cocodamol. Now most people when they take them, they're like, no, I don't want. I was like, wee. That ain't right, is it? That's not normal. Ah well, never mind. I'm getting a bit low on that. I have got a spare one there, but I don't want to break into it. Yeah, well, that was well worth it, that was. Seems to have perked me up a bit. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Now that was awesome. Absolutely awesome. As a matter of fact, even though I know I shouldn't, I could have had that again. But no, it's fine. It's enough. Anyway, when I was like sort of had this newfound lease of life, this is what I did. You might think this is trivial, but I was hunting around for bits and bobs because my little voice recorder I've got here, right? It sits in this little. I've made this out of it was a torch holder, ultra fire torch holder, and I've cannibalised it to house this. And the reason for that is because one, there isn't a cover for the SD card, and it makes it easier to carry because I can then stick it on my belt using this little clicky thing here, right, with a velcro on it. But it's become to be the point where that's getting to be a bit of a pain in the arse. So what I did is like trying to rack my brains on something else to do, something a little bit more interesting and maybe a little bit simplistic, that wouldn't be as much of a pain in the arse as that is. Because I always have a problem when it sits down here on my belt and I put my seat belt on. So I decided to filling about on the bottom of it. There's an actual little what do you call it, like an eye where you can thread one of those little wrist things, but you can't put. What I wanted to put on was a little key ring on it, so, but it won't fit, so that was out the window. So what I did instead is I managed to furk that on the back of there, where I've, like I say, I've my cannibalism, and I've got the cable ties there, which has shortened that over there, because that comes all the way down, like, you know. And obviously I wanted the window to see, and I cut the window out of it many moons ago to be able to access that, and then I can always then dangle it there. So that's what I did. And on my jeans, I've gone and put myself a little key ring on the loop of my jeans, and just sort of like snap it in place on there, right? When it does decide to snap on there, and then it just hang on my thing there, out the way. And it's down there, and then and I ain't gonna worry about fanning about it. So you know, and I decided to do that. and it's worked out quite well. But it does mean that I've got a keyring on the loop of my jeans, which does look rather odd if you're just looking at that, you know what I mean, but it serves a purpose, you know what I mean. So, yeah. This bloody pain in my eye though, it just won't go. It will not go. It ain't like I've been straining my eyes either, because when I'm at home, if I'm watching television, I will put my glasses on if need be. Or if I'm doing stuff with the me editing, like, I'll put my glasses on definitely for that, because I need to. So the only thing I must need is to have my eyes tested again, because it's getting to the point where it's pissing me off. But sitting here now, looking in general, everything's perfectly fine. It's not blurry. I mean, I can still read the number plate, which is further away than what it needs to be, so I've got that issue out of the way. I can still read the security warning thing that's over there that says, warning, blah blah blah. Some sort of security company, you know what I mean? My main issue is the close-up stuff. That's what I tend to struggle with, is there, because that's what makes my eyes ache. Even though I can still see it, if I focus on it for too long, it'll cause me to have an headache and gives me pains in the back of my eyes, which is really ridiculous. I don't get it. It's weird. I mean, I don't know how it's supposed to work. I mean, I thought once you start to, your vision starts to fail as you get older anyway. Yeah, some people won't, but I'd have thought that, you know, you would like, I can't see it, but no, I can see it, but if I look too long, it's like, oh fucking hell, bastard, you know what I mean? I get the immense pain, and that's just bonkers. I don't get that. It makes no sense whatsoever. I'd have thought, well, if you can't fucking see it, you can't see it. Well, why is it I can see it, but looking at it too long, I'm like, oh fucking hell. Oh. I don't know. There must be a reason somewhere. I mean, it's like this here. I mean, front of there, you got some little writing there, right? It says Iconic Music Magazine, NME, something like that. It says it ends the print run after 66 years. See, I can read it, it's perfectly fine. It says Wednesday, March the 7th. But if I spend too long on it, I'm like, oh, fuck. It's like somebody's giving me a kick in the back of the eyeball. Oh. Yes, that wonderful lady on the front of my my pad there was Connie Britton. Oh. Definitely. Loves me a bit of ginge. Can't beat a bit of ginge. And before you lot go on, of the female variety, all right, for me that is. Oh. I've no idea what it is. Oh, so I'm just having a nose. What time is it? 39. I've got another 5-ish minutes to go, and then my break's done, and then I'm going off up to Lichfield to go and grab an empty trailer, and then I'm coming back. Maybe, I think. Right then, I think I've waffled on enough. I can't think of anything else to tell you. Yeah, nothing else I can think of. So I'm going to go, have fun and all that, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hopefully in the morning, as long as nothing else goes tits up. Ta-ta. See you later. And you're welcome, by the way, for making you feel hungry.